Chris Oliver, head football coach, joins me here in the press box. And, Coach, that was an absolute clinic in the second half against a heck of a football team.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought our kids played great. We settled in on defense. I mean, what a half of defense. Really the whole game. I mean, to even be 10 points at half and we made them earn those, and without our offensive turnover deep in the red zone, they may not even have that type of situation. I thought our defense played great. Offense settled in and really got the running game going. Hit a big pass play to Josh Lewis there on that one. I think it was a one-play 75-yard series. Just really excited about how we finished. And, it's one of those things. We didn't, make a lot of adjustments at half. We just really stuck to the game plan, but I think we settled into the game. And we knew that this was a team that's really going to challenge you with their looks, with all those blitzes, with the option, and they do a great job of it. And so it just takes some time to really settle in and get used to those looks, and I thought our kids did a great job.
Let's talk about the defense for a moment. I told Bob that I felt like, and I know you guys will break the film down and we'll figure out more, but I saw one really mistake today, and that was the big long pass where they got behind you. And we haven't seen people get behind you too often this year. They did on that one.
Yeah, for sure. We just got a little bit confused on who had that guy, and they change up their alignments, and all of a sudden they're in a tight alignment. Just got a little bit mixed up on that with the motion, and then had one other pass play where they were deep in their red zone on 3rd and 7, kind of hit us on the wheel route, and we tackled that for a 20-yard gain, but. We shut down the rest of the passing game. And if you tell us that you're going to give up 200 rushing yards on 57 attempts to the team that's leading the country in rushing, you don't like giving up 200 rushing yards, but I think everybody would have taken that and felt like that equals a really good day against this team, and certainly it did.
I told Coach Kleckler before the game, I said, hey, I know how you're going to beat this team today, and that's by giving up under 100 yards rushing. And he said, if we give up 200 or less, then we're going to win today. And I was like, well, there you go.
Yep. Right on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Offensively, it really, your offensive line, I thought played so. It didn't give up any sacks today against one of the best blitzing teams in the country.
Yeah, how about that? They're a team that's averaging 3.6 sacks a game, leading the country in total sacks, and we gave up 0. And certainly Cam Dukes helped us out on a couple of those, but we didn't turn guys loose. And I mean, that's the thing when you watch their video, they're bringing that pressure from so many different angles. And they often have blitzers, that 5th or 6th rusher who ends up getting turned loose. And I thought we had a good plan. It was a little bit more complicated than our normal protection. But then it comes down to the kids executing it, and our guys did. And I have to stop, kind of this talk right now and talk about the looks that our prep teams gave us in practice this week on both sides of the football. We executed the option really well. The week of Cumberland prep helped us, be able to transition that, but our prep team guys on offense did a great job. And then our prep defense running that defense and all those blitzes. They probably had more fun this week on prep defense than they've had all year, because all they got to do is blitz, at least the defensive front, and mix it up. But those guys did such a great job. You don't go out and play that type of team and win and have that type of result without a great look during practice, and those guys are so important.
Let's talk about your MVPs of the game. Let's start with T.J. James for a moment. And it could have went to Luke Bowman. Ty Tevis had some big plays today. Really, you could have crossed the board. You could have
get the interception.
Yeah. But that was a huge play in this game. Sure. I mean, I think to me that was. I don't want to. I mean, in a 42-10 game, you don't want to look at one play and say, "Boy, that was the difference," because I don't think you can do that and feel good about yourself. But, boy, that really changed momentum, because one play later, you go for 80 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, it was such a critical swing. You go interception by TJ in the end zone and the touchback. You go big touchdown by Josh Lewis. And then I think the next series, we got a great kickoff. We tackle them at the 19. They get the penalty going back, and then we get the defensive stop. And we go, I mean, that series right there and really turned the entire game. That was a great play by TJ. It was a great call on defense to get us in that spot. And we had a guy. We weren't playing deep coverage much, throughout the course of the day for obvious reasons. But we made a little bit of a change up there and had a guy right in a great spot. And TJ made a great play. And
Jalen Boyd, with his first 100-yard rushing game of the season, went for 120, a couple touchdowns. Became the all-time leading rusher in Lindsey Wilson football history. Congratulations to him. I know his dad was excited down below. I mean, just a phenomenal effort this afternoon from Jalen. And I know he would give a lot of credit to that offensive line for opening up some holes, but he made some pretty good moves.
Yeah, for sure. He had a great game. I thought our running backs played really well. And JB was a guy that was kind of nursing a tweaked hammy early on in the season, and we limited him, and we got some games where we got up, and he didn't have many carries. And here's a guy who's a 1,000-yard rusher, and he's used to getting 15, 20 carries, and he's a selfless guy. He just keeps on plugging along, and now he's back healthy, and you can see that. You could see it last week against Bethel, Tennessee. He hit that big one, and then you see it there in that explosiveness again. So that's really exciting. And props to our offensive line. We told them we were probably going to run the inside zone play at least 20 times. Our coaches told me we ran it 24. So that's what we stuck to today, and that was going to be part of our bread and butter to take away some of their pressure. And I thought our offensive line and tight ends handled it really well.
So, Coach, you move on to the national quarterfinals. We'll find out later tonight. You tell me who we play. I'm not going to ask you who you won or anything like that, because the committee will decide that. And I know you'll just prepare to try to go 1-0. But is it better? Obviously, last week you didn't find out till Sunday night. You were a little pressed for everything. You get an extra day.
Huge difference. And it's nice. Night games are fun here and there when you sprinkle them in. But man, I was ready to kick off early and actually have an evening. Hopefully, if we went 1-0, you have an evening, just enjoy it with your family. But then we'll trade video either late tonight or first thing in the morning. We don't have to wait around all day until 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. tomorrow. So that's going to help that preparation a lot. And then obviously, we expect it to be a home game. And, I'm going to tell guys this is like Thanksgiving week. This is second round of the playoffs. This is Thanksgiving in the spring. So we're going to treat it like that. We'll probably play some Thanksgiving music on Thursday, something like that. But, we're excited to be here, and we're going to have a really good football team come in and play us next week. And we're going to do what we can to prepare and be ready to go.
Turkey sandwiches for everyone, right?
Let's do it.
Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.